Alright, before we proceed to our discussion, can you please stand for the prayer? In Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Amen. So, before you take your seat, can you pick up the pieces of paper under your chairs and arrange your chairs accordingly. Please take your seat. So, good morning everyone. How do you feel today? Are you feeling good? Alright, it's good to know that you are feeling good. So, alright. Who among of you here can recap the last topic we tackled last meeting? Anyone from the class? Alright, thank you. The last topic we tackled about last meeting is about the learners with hearing difficulty. It refers to students with an issue regarding to hearing that interferes with their academics. Right? Am I correct? Okay. And now I have a question. What does a learner with a disability faces in self-care? Anyone from the class? Alright, thank you. Alright. The challenges that every learner with a disability faces in self-care may struggle to move their hands or their body. They might find it hard to understand or remember the steps in how to brush their teeth, tie their shoelace, and button the hooks of their shirts. They may also have the sensitivity to sounds, touch, or to textures. Or they may also feel frustrated or nervous that can also make things harder for them, and they may not have the right tools that will help them to complete their task. For example, like what I said sa kanina, ng aking ingon, a child with a physical disability may find it hard sa katong magtawag sila o ka ng botones sila sinina, mag-isod sila o remember sa steps, kung mag-brush sila silang teeth, or mag-lisod sila o remember sa steps kung saan inig unaw sa ilahang kamot. Similarly, katong akong giingon nga, a child with a learning disability might forget the steps kung saan nila ligunaw sa ilang kamot, or sa katong reminders kung saan nila o tie sa ilang shoelace. In order to support the learners with self-care challenges, we should be patient and encouraging. We should provide gentle guidance as they learn and celebrate even the small success of the learner. We should also use visual aids like charts or pictures that shows the steps in how to do the task, so that the learners will understand and remember in how to do in brushing the teeth, washing their hands, and tying their shoelace. We should also adapt the task that will fit to the learners' understanding. We should also practice the learners consistently in order to help them easily remember and get the better steps in order to do the task, in order to do their daily task. So in our activity, it is called 4 pics, 1 word. I will divide the class into 2 groups. This will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. So now in our activity, it is called 4 pics, 1 word. I will divide the class into 2 groups. This will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. Each group will receive a picture. And after you answer the activity, we will choose one representative who will briefly explain what is in the picture. And I will only give you 10 minutes. Did you get it? Alright, thank you for participating, everyone. So, what did you observe in the picture? Very good. It is an example on how to do the daily task, or what we call the self-care and the dressing. Like this. And this, the dressing. And what do you think is the purpose of self-care? Anyone? From the group 2. Very good. The purpose of self-care is to look for ourselves so we can stay healthy and feel good at all times. It helps to manage our daily challenges, reduces our stress, and improves our mood. Self-care gives us the energy to take care of ourselves and to live a balanced life. Why do you think it is important to have a proper personal hygiene? From the group 1. Thank you. Very good. Having a proper personal hygiene is important because it keeps you clean and healthy. It helps to prevent any infections or bad odors, and good hygiene makes you feel more confident and comfortable in socializing with everyone. So, did you all understand it? So, since nga nakasabot naman mo sa atuang activity, so our topic for today is all about learners with difficulty with self-care. So, what comes to your mind when you hear the word self-care? Anyone? Thank you, very good. Self-care refers to a person's capacity to perform daily living activities or specific to body care, such as the following skills: the washing oneself, brushing teeth, combing, trimming nails, toileting, dressing, eating, and looking for one's health. Self-care means looking after ourselves by doing the everyday tasks like eating, dressing, brushing our teeth, and many more. It also includes keeping ourselves tidy and staying healthy. For example, brushing your teeth every morning and night to keep your mouth clean and healthy. Another example is taking a shower regularly to stay fresh and comfortable. So, can you please read what is intellectual disability? Thank you. Intellectual disability is a development disorder that includes deficits in intellectual and adaptive functioning across domains of conceptual, social, and practical that occur during the developmental period. Intellectual disability is a condition where a person has difficulties with learning, thinking, and doing the everyday tasks. It affects the three main areas, which is the conceptual, the social, and the practical. Conceptual skills are things like learning math, or reading, or understanding some basic information. For example, a child with an intellectual disability may struggle to understand basic math problems like mag-add o ganang numbers, subtracting numbers, and maglisod sad sila o learn how to read or mag-recognize of letters and numbers. In social skills are skills that needed to communicate and interact with others, like makig-socialize sila, makig-make friends sila sa ubang learners, and mag-understand og mga social rules. For example, a child may struggle to making friends because wala sila kahibaw kung saan ang steps kung makig-friend, makig-socialize sa laing learners or makig-storya sa ubang nga learners. They might struggle with things like take turns or follow social rules sa isa ka games. The last is practical skills. It includes the tasks like cooking, cleaning, or taking care of our personal needs. For example, a learner may need help to everyday tasks like brushing their teeth. Manginahanglan sila og tabang o kung saan sa brush your teeth kay maglisod man sila and remember kung saan inig brush your teeth o say steps magbutang ng toothpaste, brush ilang teeth, yan na. Or maglisod sila og katong tie sa ilang shoelace or hindi kung saan sulot sa nila. Also, maginahanglan sila og assistance o kinsaon tukok og simple nga mga pagkaon or kanang og unsaon pod inighilo sa ilahang lawas.
Let's proceed to B, which is the identification. Kindly read, everyone. Okay, thank you. So the identification process for children with self-care difficulties primarily focuses on the cognitive deficits that hinders their ability to perform daily tasks. So these deficits typically emerge at an early age and can significantly affect or impact their ability to meet the expectations of the development or the environment. So, children with suspected cognitive impairments often struggles to perform daily tasks, including it includes dressing, eating, and other essential daily routines. So, when a child shows this delays of doing this or acquiring those skills, it raises the concerns about the potential intellectual disability. So, the severity of these difficulties is determined by using a standardized intellectual assessment. So, the American Psychiatric Association of 2013 offers the clear guidelines to assess the intellectual disabilities or difficulties. So the mid-level contains the IQ of 50 to 70. So these individuals who have this kind of IQ level is slight delay na ang ilahang pag-appear sa kanang self-care. Example, at 12-year-old is kabalo sila mong toothbrush. Kabalo sila og mag-toothbrush, ingani pag-toothbrush, pero need pa na nila og assistant to for them to kanang makasabot sila or ilaha yung makuha na nila nga through the day is independent na nila nga buhaton. So sa moderate contains the IQ level of 35 to 50. So individuals may require more consistent support and assistance. So example ani is an 8-year-old child may need help with all daily self-care tasks such as eating with utensils or dressing with assistance. However, they might struggle with more complex tasks such as shoelace and preparing meals. So kaibaw sila mukhaon gamit ang kamot, pero na sila ka ng difficulties sa pag-shoelace o pag-prepare o pagkaon para sa ilaha. So, ang severe is contains the IQ level of 20 to 35. So, in this stage is ang bata is kailangan na siya kailangan dyan niya o kanang assistance nga kanang focus ka kung baga kay low man ang iyahang IQ level. So, example ani is kanang ang bata is kailangan og in doing daily activities. Example is kanang maligo, mag-CR o magkaon. So, kaibaw sila magkaon, mag-CR, pero dili sila ka-perform o galingon kanang mag-unsaon pag-ilo or unsaon paghugas sa kamot. Diba, before ta makaon ka nga maghugas daan o kamot. So, nga na ang ilang struggles. Need mo nila instructions or other assistance para ma-catch up na nila nga kanang skills. So, sa profound level is IQ niya is below 20. So, ang child ani nga part is need jud si job intact nga support or assistance kay dili sila ka-perform og ila-ilahara. Example, a 5-year-old child may not be able to perform a self-care task independently. So they rely on their caregiver to perform those tasks, daily tasks. Example, mag CR. So need nila by the way, in this level is ang bata is kanang dili sila ka-communicate o kanang taman or sakto or di nila ma-express kung sa ilahang gusto giingon. It's because kanang limited ang ilahang communicating skills. And magkuha na sila, magdepende ra kita yung CR, di ba ang bata kay naman na siya. So through gestures nga more express nila ang ilang gustong ipaabot kay limited man siya, so through gestures siya. So mag-rely siya sa gestures or non-verbal cues. So ay nasabta na niyo ang identification. Okay, let's proceed to the learning characteristics. Okay, learning characteristics. Can you read, everyone? Okay, thank you. So learning characteristics highlights the individuals who experience difficulty with self-care and adaptive skills, especially those who have intellectual disability. So kabaw naman mo sa intellectual disability, right? Kaya discuss na. Okay na. So these individuals may take longer to reach developmental milestones compared to other developing peers. Example, walking or talking, late ang ilang pag-develop anak na skills, it's because na sila intellectual disability. So, students who have intellectual disability may struggle to remember information and comprehend context, which hinder their ability to learn new skills effectively. So, these students might face difficulties in planning and abstract thinking. Example, ang bata is naglisod siya og plano o kanang assess kung saan paggama o pagkaon or pag-prepare og meal. Ana mo na iyahang hindrance ani nga learning characteristics since na siya intellectual disability. So, the level of support requires, nagdepende na po ang level of support nato sa intellectual disability sa mga bata. And some individuals may acquire those skills by their own, but other individuals or students need more continuous support to acquire or for them to acquire those knowledge or skills. So, despite these challenges, kasagaran sa intellectual disability is friendly or sociable sila. Why? Okay, friendly and sociable sila. Though friendly and sociable sila, napod sila ilahang weakness. Kumbaga, though kana nga bata is na-intellectual disability, kasagaran dyan is friendly. So, inig mong approach sila, limited ra po na siya nga pag-approach nila or pagpakighalubilo nila, it's because kanang maglisod man po sila o communicate kanang compared sa laing bata nga kanang inganay buhaton, so maglisod sila o communicate. So, they're friendly sila, and especially, I'll give you an example. For those kanang family bitaw nga na ay ilang bata is na intellectual disability, kanang positive siya kung ang iyang family or ang family niya is naka-focus niya, dili siya mag-matter sa mga negative thoughts. It's because kanang nag-work ang bata is nag-cherish ra sa moment nga ingana. So dili, kumbaga di siya ka-think of negative kay kanang ang iyang na-feel is kanang overwhelmed siya ba, kanang tanggap siya baka ingana siya nga pagkabata nasa intellectual disability. So di siya ma-left behind gihapon bisan og kanang nasa intellectual disability. So kanang understanding the learning characteristics helps the educators to tailor more support and kanang mas kaybo naman ta naka-identify naman ta sa level sa ilahang IQ, sa ilang intellectual disability o sa ilang characteristics. So kita nga as a teacher makagama na ta og mga strategies na ma-tailor na to ang ilahang needs. Mas nanatay knowledge kung saan nato pag-cater ang needs sa bata para, especially in education or educational support, para kanang effective ang ilang pag-learn or effective ang learning.
Alright, and now let's proceed in general educational adaptations. Specific approaches have been found to be effective in teaching students with difficulty with self-care. It is essential that the instruction given are simple and straightforward and that hands-on and experiential activities are used. Like in task analysis, it is behavioral approaches that breaks down a complex or task into step-by-step procedures, thereby providing modeling and sample practice for the students with difficulties. Like in inclusive classroom, self-care skills such as washing hands and brushing teeth can be a task analyzed into a simple steps and presented accompanied by the pictures or illustrations. Or maybe the teacher can use the direct instruction or teacher's models how each step is done and then allow the student to try each steps and of course with guidance until the student will do it independently. For example, in hand washing steps, step 1 is turn in water, step 2 is wet hands, step 3 is scrub with soap, step 4 is rinse, clean, and the final step is dry hands. So, in forward chaining, the program begins with the first step in the sequence. So, in forward chaining, it is a task is taught step by step by starting the first step, and then the next step is taught once the learners mastered the first step. This process will continue until the learner can complete the entire task. For example, in hand washing step, the teacher will help or taught the student in the first step, which is turn in water, and then the teacher can proceed in step 2, which is wet hands if the learners mastered already the step 1, which is turn on water. And that's the forward chaining. In backward chaining, the program begins with the first step in the sequence. So, the teacher model all the steps from the beginning and allows the student to do the last step. The teacher starts by completing most of the tasks, gradually letting the learners take over individual steps as they master them. This is, or in our backward chaining, this is effective to the learners who struggles with motivations. So, in video-based intervention, including the video modeling and video prompting for teaching daily living skills. So, when we say video modeling, it is showing a student the entire task in one continuous video and then the student will imitate the task in order to learn and use that behavior or task. And while in video prompting, each step is shown in a series of brief video clips which student imitates before the next step is shown. This, or the student can pause or replay it as often as needed until the student can develop the independence. So, sa video modeling is, ang video is padayon na siya din imitate sa student. Unlike sa video prompting, ang video prompting is kanang pwede i-replay sa bata or i-pause hantod makahibaw siya kung saan paghimo sa step 1. For example, sa video sa hand washing, kung di siya kamao sa step 1 which is turn in water, pwede doon niya i-replay until makahibaw siya sa step 1. Then pwede na siya makaproceed sa step 2 if ma-master na niya ang step 1. Muna sa video prompting. In the video self-modeling, the student watches a video of himself or herself to observe themselves performing the task successfully. So, any clarification, question? Okay, if not, natay group activity. So, the class will be divided into 2 and will be given the 2 scenarios in each group. And one member will act out the scenarios given the rest, and the rest will be guess the correct answer. Okay, since we're done in group activity, kindly get 1/4 sheet of paper and we will having an assessment. Okay, class, are you done? Kindly pass your paper. And in your assignment, in a 1/2 crosswise, write reflection about what have you learned regarding supporting learners with self-care difficulties and how can you apply this knowledge in real-life situations. In conclusion, every child can learn, just not in the same day or in the same way, by George Evans. So, that's our topic for today, and I hope class you learned something in our topic. Thank you.